Hey everybody, welcome to the Gamer Show. My name is Gray, Elite Commander Greylock 3491, and this is Two Guys in Space, Colonia or Bust. And this is it. We've been working on this. This is show number 12. We had the prep, we had the purchasing and the engineering and the jumping, and this should be, barring any unforeseen bad things happening, this should be it. This should be the time. This should be the show where me and my co-host actually make it to Colonia. And speaking of my co-host, I want to welcome my good friend. I'm going to grab my Xbox controller before it falls on the ground here. Elite Commander Macebyte. How you doing, Commander Macebyte?
Hey, Gray. I'm great. How are you, sir?
I am doing great. So the music was really loud here, but Red, hey, welcome Commander Rednecks. Fred says hi, and he said the music was kind of low. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But that aside, we want to welcome all our friends. This is the show that's not full of experts. No, we're here for one reason only, to have fun. And we want you to have fun with us. So as I start out every week, we're going to ask you, hey, what have you been playing? You know, let us know if you're watching live. Post it in the chat. If you're watching after the fact, I know half of the people who watch after the fact. Feel free to put it in the comments. Macebyte and I, we want to know what you're playing. Are you playing Elite? What are you doing? Are you playing something else? We want to know. We kind of love that, don't we, Commander Macebyte?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, and we certainly learned a lot too. It's just great to hear people's comments and suggestions.
Yeah, we've learned a lot. I think we've helped a few people along the way. Hopefully we haven't sent anybody astray. But in any case, this is it. I think we should get started. What do you think? I feel like I'm forgetting something. What did I forget?
I don't know. Other than that's a pretty gorgeous view. I don't know if your nose is the same as mine, but it's a beautiful kind of sunrise coming over the cast of the planet here.
Trying to get a...
Are you faced toward that too?
What should I be faced towards?
That's certain.
How far should I go? It's Planet Rise. I'm not seeing the sun.
You know what? I don't think I'm plotted. Not so much the sun, but just the whole bright, glowing, reddish, sky.
The nebula. We are in the nebula.
Yeah. Yeah, gorgeous.
Well, I think we need to get going.
Detail.
You need to plot. You need to get your plot done because it takes a couple of minutes to plot. And let me get out of the camera.
Oh, shoot.
And let me share. Well, let me try. I'm going to try something first. We'll go here. And let me switch over to the web. That's my Greater Gamer website, greatergamer.com. That's where I do all my VR stuff. Did you guys know that the Kobayashi Maru was actually betrayed by the captain that was trying to save her? Well, if you watch that video, you'll see what I'm talking about. I was surprised myself. But in any
Wow.
case, let's go. Here's where I want to go. This is the phenomenal Elite Dangerous Wiki over at Wikia with the Colonia Connection Highway. These guys have some great stuff, as does the official forums. And this is the Colonia Connection Highway we've been flying down. Now, what do we skip? We skipped G and Harvey. G and Harvey, we just blew them off last week. We were ready for Polo Harbour. And we have not found Marco yet. We don't know where Marco is. But we didn't find him. So, we're going to skip Casyapa. Actually said that. And we're going to skip the Martyr's Rest, because that seems like a really, really kind of sad thing. We're gonna skip that. We're going to go right to Colonia. And let's take a look at this Gal map here. The Gal map. Whoa!
Mine's almost plotted. There we go.
So,
I added 10 tons.
You can see, oops, it's backwards. You can see down there on the bottom, on the right, Cios in the bubble. And we've jumped all the way through, except for G and Harvey. We skipped those guys. And now we're going to skip Casyapa and try to go right to Colonia. Let's see. Fastest route.
Oh, we're next to each other.
Yeah, we are. Oh, you didn't see that in the intro with the super rock and roll music? All right, here we go. So
I haven't.
how long is it? How much will it take us to get there? I have 86 jumps.
Yep.
I think that means we should go.
Me too. All right. Time to launch.
I'm heading up, straight up.
All right.
Lewinsky, C2138.
Yeah. Always.
So
Cool.
I got it.
Oh, wings.
Yes, wing. We got a wing up.
You can...
I usually like buffalo
It's
wings, but when we're playing
headlights.
this, we usually do
I love it.
wing beacon on, center lights on, crowd, and we know it. All right, C2138. So I didn't really play a lot this week. I've been reading this awesome book about the fall of Earth to aliens, and the only advanced spaceship that the Earth had became a privateer and started raiding shipping lanes to try to free Earth. And it's a really good book. Really good book.
Cool.
I am excited for two things that are coming up. The first thing is No Man's Sky co-op is next week. Now, we won't be playing it next week because we have some timed content we got to get through before it disappears forever.
Scanning.
Okay?
Seeing it's 90 minutes, we probably can't stop anywhere to scan, right?
I agree with you. But there's a new No Man's Sky next video out that shows the co-op. It looks awesome. Looks awesome. Again, it's not Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is a great spaceship flying sim. The flying of the ships, the realisticness, is that a word?
Sure. Let's make it one.
Of the universe is of the galaxy. The galaxy is pretty awesome. But it still looks fun. So I played it a little bit, but being single player, I didn't play much of it. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. And but
Scanning.
we have to get back into Destiny next week because we only have 4 weeks left to play DLC 2 now. I'm making assumptions here, but with Destiny 1, when the third DLC came out, they took a lot of the second DLC away. It just, that content just disappeared. Don't know if that's going to happen this time or not. But, we paid for it. It was like $20. So we're gonna switch over next Wednesday and do our Destiny 2 DLC 2 Warmind single player, because we may never get to play it after September 4th or 2nd or whenever the third DLC comes out. Sad, but that's the way that game works. But then after that, I'm
Yeah,
really
it's a good
hoping,
bet.
really hoping to get a No Man's Sky. And Mace and I were talking in the pre-show. If you guys have ever looked at Space Engineers, they recently had a multiplayer beta, and it looks awesome. Man, I'll tell you, Space
Skinny.
Engineers with multiplayer looks like a lot of fun. It really does. Really, really does. And of course, I've been playing with my good friend Zeusadamus. We've been playing Bridge Crew. You can find that on my other YouTube channel or greatergamer.com. And yes, the Kobayashi Maru was definitely betrayed. B48 177?
Oh, 161.
What? Don't. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just keep going.
You sure?
Yeah, because you know what? You know how long it takes to plot the route? It'll take like 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll just keep going. So we're on divergent paths. I'm not saying it's a race. I'm not saying it's a race.
You'll beat me anyways. You watch. You go much more to the pedal to the metal, as you say.
Hey, part of the Hagar crew. What can I say? I can't drive 55. I can't drive 300 meters per second. I do want to give a shout out to my granddaughter who turned 10 today. So Lexi, happy birthday. That was an awesome cake. She got these awesome cowgirl boots. And now I want some cowboy boots. Very fashionable.
Okay, I want pictures.
Very fashionable. So, but flannel? No, I'm not wearing flannel. Unless it's cold out. So, Commander Macebyte, and I've asked everybody else who's watching, please feel free to share with us what you've been doing this week, gaming-wise. Commander Macebyte, what have you been doing gaming-wise?
Well, mostly after we acquired all the components to get that frame shift booster from the Guardians. I've been jumping around with different ships, you know, 2 different areas around Liang that I have. My couple of Anacondas and the, what is that, Fer de Lance and that. And just started, you know, buying boosters for all of them. And my most exciting thing is my very heavy armored Python now does like 33 light years, which I just never imagined such a tank, you know, being such a small ship and small frame shift to do it.
That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, I haven't even left that planet yet. It was kind of a strange week for me. How about you, Commander Rednecks? What have you been playing? If you had any time to play, let us know. Everybody else who's watching, feel free to chime in.
Oh, do you want to co-stream that?
You know, I was just thinking of that actually because their website looks different. So I'm actually wondering, now because I'm not playing on the PC tonight, I can actually do 2 things at once. I was wondering, maybe it would work. I'm logged in.
Okay.
Let's see. This is my stream, right? Can I wave to myself? Yeah, that's live. So, how do I invite you? Alright, they totally changed the... there, I just waved myself. Wow. Start a co-stream. That pop-up looks the same. Macebyte. Let me, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So click him, add to invite. Okay. Send invites. Okay, that's a little behind, so it's going to drive me nuts. And here we go. Next jump. So I'm going through Restream. I'm not directly streaming from the Xbox, so there's delay. But Restream allows me to go to YouTube and Twitch and Mixer at the same time. So I sent you an invite. Let me know if you get it.
All right.
And if you don't believe I sent it, you can just back up the stream a little bit. You'll see me actually do it. Hey, that other guy. Welcome, Commander. Good to see you. He went out and back to Colonia for the first time this week. We took 7 weeks. He did it in 1 week.
Let's see here.
Should be in your little invites there. You know that little, there's one of those tabs that says invites.
Hmm.
I wonder if you... Why don't you try streaming for us and I'll resend the invite.
Watch Mixer, set up your broadcast. Yeah, there's nothing there. All right, sure. I'll just
do it. So that other guy, is there any place specifically in Colonia we should check out? You were just there. I know Jedi Knight had us a six-pack of cold ones on ice, so we got to pick those up. Look at the sun. Do some fuel scooping here.
Okay, I'm streaming.
Okay, let me do a refresh. No, I don't see you there. I'm going to try to invite you again.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There it goes. Sent you an invite. Another one.
All right.
Oh, you know what I'm doing wrong? I'm sending it to Macebyte. You're streaming.
Oh, of course, right. TGS Macebyte. I didn't even pick up on that.
I'm like, why?
Because I saw my Windows 10 computer pop that invite up, and like, oh, there it is. And hey, I didn't think of it either. Oh, there it is.
Did you get it?
Oh, the launch. I did. Let's see if it changes mine.
Oh, I see you. So just so you guys, if you haven't used Mixer before, let me pull that up. And this is what it looks like when you're there. So you can see Commander Macebyte's view on mine. I wish YouTube would add something like this. But I just like to put Commander Macebytes. And I was thinking of this the other day. I'm like, you know, I can switch between you and me now. By just telling it to look at my second monitor.
I don't see you. What am I doing wrong?
Just refresh. Oh, you're going to go to the Gamer Show to see... On Mixer, it's mixer.com/thegamersshow to see it.
Oh, of course, right. I have, I don't have one screen right here.
That's awesome.
But I see us both on Mixer, at least.com. Great.
We got to get this
there
one
we
on
are.
Sunday
Mixer.com.
when we do the PC Elite Cast. Let's see.
Right.
I get some stuff from that other guy. He says, he says that's a vacation time. That's awesome. That's kind of relaxing. Relaxing way to spend your vacation time.
Oh, Neutral. Oh, yeah.
He used the Neutron Highway, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I'm dying to see what 90Con will be with this booster, though. I haven't done that yet. Boy, it's probably going to be 60, 70 light
Well,
years.
it's 10.5, I think, is the best, right, with a 5 size. So whatever you have, just add 10.5 to it. That's what I read.
Yeah.
I mean, you have more practical experience.
Oh, I agree.
so
That's what it says. Yeah, when you have the module and you buy it.
the other guy says the area is sparsely explored compared to the bubble. If you're so inclined, there's a ton of nebula nearby. And he nabbed an Earthlight. Congratulations. That's awesome. Hey, Commander ASMR. Good to see you, sir. Ocelot. How's our good friend doing? Good to see you, Commander. How close are we to... How close are we? Check your panel, that panel.
Oh, let me dodge the sun for a second.
I got 74.
Okay. 6. See, you're ahead of me already.
You should... Well, no. You probably don't want to recalculate.
Yeah, it is 10.5. I was just looking at the PC, and my vet has 10.5 boost.
I'm
Light
gonna turn
years.
these alarms off.
4, 3,
All right, now I'm gonna concentrate. Keep on track here.
Welcome, Commander
Hey,
Kiwi.
Ocelot.
Sound isn't working right. I don't know if that came through on the feed, but my sound was like all jittery. I don't know if it was my wireless headphones or the game
Yeah,
actually doing
you
that.
cut out.
Did I?
Yeah, no problem. You're back. Yeah, I did. A sentence or something. I heard
Kiwi's
something
asking,
about
what are
kiwi,
we
and that was
flying?
last.
We back in early episodes, we made enough credits to buy Anacondas, and then we engineered them. I forget what show that was. But this is 3.12, so at 3.1 we started with the making credits. Then we engineered our Anacondas, Jumpacondas.
fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
And here we are, 12 shows later, trying to get to Colonia. Colonia or bust. See what Commander Macebyte's doing. Is fuel scooping?
Or explode.
4, 3, 2,
Commander Ocelot, you been doing anything with your VR? Any damn non-exploding is a good day. That red, I think I'd have to agree with that. That is safe advice.
fuel scooping.
Of course, I've given up the Road Warriors life to be an instructor now, so give up the big money.
Frameshift drive charging.
So no explosions happening. Although the fire alarm did wake the entire family up last night. There was no fire; it was just a fire alarm dying, and it decided to go off. So we thought we were exploding in the middle of the night.
3, 2,
Mine used to go off just when they get dirty. Just a little bit of dust or something to be in there. So I blow them out twice a year, change the batteries twice a year, even though they're powered by the house, regular current.
Oh, all right, yep.
The batteries are only backup, but yet, still change them just in case.
fuel scooping.
I wish 9 volts weren't so expensive. All my other batteries are rechargeables because they're just those Any-Loop batteries are just so
Yeah.
awesome. Recharge them
Sure.
1,000 times. I use them in everything now.
Fuel scooping complete.
Viper Mark IV, that is a good ship, Kiwi.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ocelot says he's been playing with the Xbox controller. Takes a little bit getting used to.
Oh,
I'll tell you, I can't play without it. I can't play without it.
3, 2,
When I get the PS4, I was so happy that the controls were identical. The only thing that gets me is the SRV on the planet is different. The SRV controls are different in the PC. It always messes me up.
yeah. But you could set them quick and you're done.
Yeah, well, how do you know what the Xbox ones are?
Oh, yeah.
I gotta get them
think I
both
just
up
kinda
one
know it
day.
now.
Well, that's right. Well, when you get older like me, you'll have problems remembering things like that.
fuel scooping complete.
Oh, pff, I'm older than you, silly.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, oh wow, you're at D1 6688? Yeah, that's where you're going?
Yeah.
Hey, you're running a little hot there, 124 degrees. What's going on, dude?
I'm just doing the gray way.
I guess so. You've joined the clan of Hagar, haven't you?
Sure.
Pretty soon you'll be telling. Well, what ship voice are you running?
Oh, they're standard. I think I tried the other one that didn't appeal to me.
So you're running
So,
Verity. So pretty soon you'll be telling
Verti,
her
I think, yeah.
if she can't stand the heat, get out of the spaceship. Oh, little things make me laugh.
I'm afraid I don't actually yell at it, but I understand.
Frameshift drive charging.
What good is an Irish temper if you can't use it? Oh.
I talk to my Google Home a lot.
I had to put my Alexa in a different room because my granddaughter's Alexis. And Alexa constantly was trying to answer things. She's like, I don't understand what you're saying. And I'm like, I'm not talking to you, Alexa. I'm calling my granddaughter. Seriously. Literally, I had to put Alexa in another room.
Well, it's funny you'd say that because when I first heard about these AIs, I thought they better come up with a good name. And when I heard Alexa, I'm like, that's just silly. They should make you able to change the name it'll recognize. Otherwise, it's going to be, issues like that. Now, if somebody names their kid Google, they should just be locked up. It's that simple.
I'm always being accused of being frugal, so I can see that being a problem in my household.
Yeah, but if you name your kid Google, that's just not right.
I'm going to get back to the chat here and see what these guys are talking about. I think they're exploding. Hot dogs and horseshoes and hand grenades. Oh, that's what he's been playing. I have not tried that game. It looked really, really fun.
Oh, I don't know it. What's that about?
I believe he was answering my question about VR games.
Oh, so that's one of the just kind of VR games that show off the 3D effect of blowing things up.
Yeah, it just looks cool. I haven't
Cool.
bought it. I'm doing Dungeon Night,
Oh, yeah.
Star Trek Bridge Crew, Dungeon Night. Those are some fun games. Beat Saber. That's a really, really fun game. That's what I can highly recommend.
Still
Also, it's Beat Saber. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, I was just saying, I have to get a VR headset someday. That's definitely not something I have right now.
Well, you got a video card that can drive it. That's for sure. The question is, when's the next gen coming out? It's like we got a few here. We got 3 here. 2 with the Windows ones I got on sale for $200, and then the Rift. And I use the Rift, and the grandkids use the Windows ones.
How do you know when they're junk? I mean, you walk by, stores and Target, whatever, and you see them for $100. How do you know? You suspect it's junk, but how do you know? Just by the price, or?
Well, there's 2 types. There's mobile, and then there's PC based. So all those $100 ones you're seeing are mobile.
Oh.
You have to put your phones in. I don't know anything about
see
mobile
that.
VR. I don't know
Okay.
anything about mobile VR. Matter of fact, I read a lot of VR news, and there's only 3 types. There's 4. The more I think about it, the more I'm adding manufacturers on. But you have HTC, they're a cell phone company. The HTC Vive, that's the most expensive one. Then you have the Oculus, which is what I have, the Rift. I have the Oculus Rift, and then they have the Windows Media Mixed Reality. So there's like 5 different Windows Mixed Reality headsets.
Okay.
Dell, HP, Lenovo, Acer, Asus, and Samsung. I don't think Asus ever released theirs. I didn't think about it.
Warning, temperature critical.
So basically, when you go to Steam, it'll tell you which of those 3 support it.
Okay.
I'm just going back to the chat. Kiwi's asking about the Anaconda. We kind of fell in love with it like a year ago, right? I mean,
Sure.
I think back when...
As soon as I got one.
Yeah. These are brand new
Back in Quint's
accounts.
days.
that we started over. We started over. Gee whiz, it was like last year. We started over, completely over, and we went from 0 to hero, and then we had a second series where we did a lot of combat, and then this series, of course, is exploration. So these are our alt accounts on the Xbox. But you know, I play on all 3 systems, mostly on Xbox and PC, but I also play on the PS4, and the game's identical on all 3. And the Anaconda is a great ship. I do not have it on the PlayStation. That's the account. My account is the least progress on the PlayStation. But the Anaconda is a great ship. If you are into hauling cargo, I would say you go from the Sidewinder. You go to the hauler, then you go to the Cobra Type 6. Really, Python Anaconda. How do you feel about that, Commander Macebyte?
Yeah, and then economical-wise, and you don't need to have rank to have any of those ships.
Now,
And actually,
I
I think one of my characters, sorry, I actually just, I think I did the hauler, or no, I think I went from the Sidewinder right to the Cobra. I just waited, and then right to the Type 6, and then the Type 6 I actually went right to the Anaconda on one of, I think Macebyte 3 I did that.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. When we prepared after the Frontier meetup, when we were preparing for our first 3.1 show, we were doing Type 6s. I found that going to the Cobra and going to the Python in between was a huge accelerator. You know,
Sure.
You don't have to, but it does have so much more cargo space.
Yeah, I'd recommend it, definitely. I think I was doing cargo missions, so I wanted the jump range. But I totally agree, if you're doing cargo, sure, absolutely. Or local passenger missions.
Yes.
Like we do.
Yes. There is a question in the chat. Why are we going to Colonia? I'll let you handle that one.
Because it's there.
Wow. And that's why he is my co-host.
Yeah, it's just so fun to see. You know, you guys will see tonight if you're still on. You know, these people made this game, and it's so far away, so much detail in between the regular bubble you hang out and starting in, compared to this Colonia bubble, and it's just stunning how they put all these stations out there too. You know, they just make it as if it's a real inhabited thing, you know, that you can go to.
So
And the star systems, you know, all that.
I was just going to say, the story behind Colonia is a ship, a big base. I think it was Jaques Space Station or base or whatever, was preparing a cross-galaxy hyperspace jump, but something went wrong, and nobody could find it. Well, after disappearing for a few weeks, a player found it in Colonia, and they wasn't called Colonia at the time, but it became a new place for people to go, like a new mini bubble of human population. And I've never been. Commander Macebyte's been on his other account, or on his other account, because we use these just for the show. And we figured, you know, wouldn't it be a challenge to... Our characters didn't have much money. I think we both owned the Type 6, right? I mean, that's not a lot of money. Right? So we started out with our Type 6s, and we ground till we could get a well-appointed Anaconda, and then we spent time engineering the Anacondas, and we did this all on air, over 12 episodes. Well, today's the 12th episode. So it's kind of like, in essence, we're going there because it's there. You know, we've done almost everything else in the game. I think one of the reasons we're going there is because on the Xbox, Wednesdays is our Xbox night, or has been for a while. Sundays is our PC night. We can't do any SRV stuff on the Xbox because if we get together, I mean, we usually have 4 to 5 people playing with us. in SRVs, it was crashing. So as soon as 3.0.0 came out, our SRV gameplay was kind of killed. So, but we did a lot of SRVing Sunday night in the Guardian Ruins. We had a blast.
Frameshift drive charging.
Wow, look at all the stars.
The best part
The
of the
sky is
galaxy.
brilliant.
You get a
What's
little bit
that?
more stars than me. I think he has more
I got
stars than I
60
do.
jumps. Really?
How many jumps?
60?
60?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they can't show me my jump range when I'm in the Super Cruise. Just showed me the old data. Make it grayed out. 57.
Yeah, you're ahead of me. Okay, I'll start burning up.
No, and you may want to replot because you can get there faster than me because you actually have a better jump range. There was one thing I didn't engineer that you did that got you a couple of years.
Sensors, I think, right? I forget.
I think it was the sensors.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, Ocelot's saying, so I have a smartwatch, and to activate the voice commands, my washer up command is hello, Q. Hello, Q. Wake up command.
Yep. He must have already plotted.
Do you know what that is from? Hello, Q?
Q. Well, do you mean Q on Star Trek Next Generation or something else?
I don't know. We'll have to ask him. What else do you think it could be?
Well, it almost sounds like a HAL, or from 2000 Space Odyssey or something, but
I
No,
thought
just
of Star
guessing.
Trek first, but then I was thinking about James Bond. Who's the guy who makes all the
Oh.
gadgets?
sure, yeah, Q, yeah.
Is it? I forget all. I
Yes.
haven't watched a James Bond in a long time.
Yeah, last one I recall anyways, was John Cleese, I think.
I know he did
I
a good
forget the
job with
gentleman
that.
earlier.
Yeah. Ocelot, I make typos all the time. I totally get what you mean. The guys are having, hey, Commander Chozo, how you doing? It's been a while. Chozo says hi, Commander Macebyte.
Yeah, hey there. I'm only looking at the YouTube, so I saw him earlier.
We haven't tried it since 3.05, the SRVs, but I can tell you this. In the 3.10, 3.11, and 3.12, I may have those numbers wrong, but in those patch notes, they never mention it. So we showed the 3.11 and 3.12 patch notes, I think, last Wednesday. There was no mention of it.
Yeah. It's almost like they're not aware of, or it's just not on the priority list.
Q is short for the Quartermaster. Thank you, the other guy.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Jedi Knight, Commander! We're coming to get our cold ones that you put on ice for us. I hope they're there.
Yeah, right. He's still out here, Jedi.
No, I think he said he had already flown back.
So go back.
Or
Yeah,
or no,
I
was he?
think so.
See, I'm so bad, right? I think he's going to Sagittarius A.
Oh, okay.
I can't
That's what I'm doing
remember.
on Macebyte too.
Jedi Knight, you'll have to tell us. You know, one of my favorite games of all time was Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight. Never forget that game. I actually have Jedi Knight 2, the collector's edition, behind me up on the shelf. Am I all caught up? Hey, Kane Mises. Welcome, Commander. Good to see you from Twitch.
4, 3, 2,
Welcome, Commander Jeff Hawk.
Oh, welcome. Yeah. Horizons.
Is Horizons
Yes.
worth it? Yes. But wait for the Steam sale. There's plenty to do outside of Horizons. Or if you're on the Xbox, wait for the Xbox sale. Because it goes on sale at least every 3 months. You'll get it for 40% off. But if you can't wait, it's well worth the $30. Oh yeah, it's been on sale on the Xbox several times.
Really? I missed
Oh
it.
yep. Last time I bought the I bought my 5th copy. But remember, I only bought, like I bought it for TGS Grey, but I only bought the base game. I think it was $12. It was another $16 or something for Horizon. So I'm like, I already own the game 5 times over.
And it's just there in the gold listings, or is it somewhere else it's listed for sales?
Whenever Xbox has a big sale, or when whenever they have a big sale, I usually look for Elite to see if it's on sale. Like they do a weekly sale, it has not been in many of the weekly sales, but Elite Dangerous goes on sale quite a bit.
I had no idea, because I would like a
Xbox.
second. Yeah, I would like a second on the Xbox.
I actually own.
I have 3 working Xboxes now, so it'd be kind of cool to have one more license.
I actually have 2 copies on the Xbox, 1 on the PlayStation, and then 3 on the PC. Or is it 2 on the PC? I can't remember. I got 5 copies. So. But I think I picked them all up on sale. So. When I originally bought it 2 years ago, I bought it full price, and then it went on sale like the week after. I called Microsoft, and they actually let me return it and rebuy it, which is very cool. They didn't.
Wow.
They had never done that in the past.
Wow.
I was like, wow, impressed. Oh, what do we got in the chat here? Commander Talk 88. Good to see you, sir. Hope I'm saying that right. I wonder if the wish list, Commander Jeff, I wonder if the wish list would tell you if it goes on sale. That'd be cool if it did.
Yeah, it's it. Steam does, but I don't know how to do it in the Xbox. You can put a wish list on your Xbox too?
I don't know. I don't know. I do everything on Steam for my wish list because I've been doing VR.
Yeah.
We get the bad news at E3 that Xbox is not doing VR. That was kind of sad. Hey, Jedi Knight just chimed in saying that his Xbox character is still in Colonia.
Oh.
So we could actually meet up and get those cold ones he promised us.
There we go. Nice. I think he had a Dimeback or Asp, I forget.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe an Asp.
You're testing me now. I do not remember what Jedi was.
What did you have there, Jedi? You have an Asp there? Diamondback?
Oh, one of my games fell off the shelf behind me. I'm like, what is that noise?
I heard something.
My Atari.
Guardian the Wonder Dog?
No. I'll get it in a minute. I'll show you. It's a pretty cool game. You guys will get a kick out of this game. Yeah, you're seeing the same thing I am. Super Cruise. Alright, I'll do my scan first here. Man, I love the fuel scoops we have. Because really, I don't even have to stop. I'm just skimming the planets.
Yep.
Oh, let's see. Alright. This is what fell off the shelf. Where does it? It doesn't say 2600 on there anywhere. Oh well, it's for the 2600. I remember as a kid saving up so much allowance to buy that, and it really wasn't that good. Big disappointment. I was a huge arcade Pac-Man fan at the time. So Ocelot says they Frontier should allow. What is that doing? Trying to do two things at once. Let's see. I'm missing. I'm trying to have time catching up with everybody. Ocelot says that it would be a great idea if they just let us have multiple slots. You buy the game once, you have multiple slots. Like Destiny has 3. The Division has 4. I think Elder Scrolls Online, we only played that a couple times together, but that has like 8, I think.
Yeah, like different characters almost. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd like to be able to share the ships between them.
Yep.
You know, let my other characters borrow my ships, you know.
Yeah. Big locker, but who cares?
Yeah. You know, I mean, maybe you wouldn't let them sell them so they could profit from them, but I don't know. I'm one of those people who like fun over realism.
Yeah, I'm with you there, sure.
But hey, you know, I have to agree with what Ocelot said. I think that would be a great feature.
Mm-hmm.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I think Horizons with the SIVs is just a blast. We have a lot of fun playing that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Chozo, what have you been playing in MS-DOS? I actually got certified in MS-DOS back in the day.
Fuel scooping.
I'm thankful that Steam and GOG both have a lot of the old MS-DOS games very, very inexpensively because... You still there, Commander Macebyte?
I am.
Shift drive charging.
You got any favorite MS-DOS games?
Wow, I have to think there. I mean, when my first game was on BASIC, really, not DOS. It was Cave. And you just kind of went in the cave. You said, look up, look down, walk forward, all that. DOS game. I mean, I think they were all Windows. Like at least Windows 3.1 when I started playing games on computers. Like my first computer I played PC was a 8088 from Radio Shack.
Frameshift drive charging.
There was a few years where Commander Spyro was really into computer games when he was in the Marines. And I just had my kids. And, you know, I was really playing console games with them like Sonic, you know, Mario, just kind of sharing some of the fun games of our childhood with them. And I didn't have a computer, you know, and but then Spyro hooked me up with an 8088 or an 8086. I forget which one it was. I think it was an 8088. But in any case, and he gave me a bunch of his old games. And, you know, 6 months later, I had to build my own PC.
I believe, I could be wrong. Oh, good.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just, I thought 8086 was the standard, and then Radio Shack came out with their own 8088 release.
Intel made the 8086 and the 8088. I'm like stepping away because I'm looking for some of those really old games with the really big boxes. I know I've gone back and rebought a lot of them, like the collector's editions and whatnot. One, though, I have easy access to is the original, and it was shareware, right? But it's the original. I was out with my good friend Tom down south. We were at a in Rockwell thing, and we needed something to do. And so we went to the store. And I picked up know if you guys can see this. Descent, the original Descent.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And $4.99 on sale at KB. It was shareware, but you know, we just need something to do. We didn't have,
Frameshift drive
you know, back then making phone calls out of a hotel was very expensive. So of course we weren't going to call up at BBS and try to download something. And
Yeah.
Commander Macebyte. It came on 2 3.5. Whoops, can I get those in there?
Mm.
By internet.
That's what I'm trying to remember.
They made
Like
a lot
when,
of
games back then, I might have installed them with Windows, but they really were DOS games. I mean, like I did King's Quest IV, Perils of Rosella. That was a fun adventure game, 16 colors. I did F-19 Flight Simulator.
Yep.
But the more I think about it, you probably didn't really install it in Windows. You probably did install it, you know, on the hard drive in DOS, and then you just, you know, could launch it through Windows, but it really was a DOS game. So it's been a while. I forget, honestly.
There was one point when Microsoft Office was coming on like 20 floppy disks, and I was
Yep.
never so happy to get a CD-ROM, because you
Yep.
had to sit there and feed it, and it would take like 10 minutes per disk or something. It was pretty insane.
Oh yeah, and Macintoshes were far worse. My Mac Plus, that had a hard drive, but to install it, it didn't have enough cache for the operating system. This is back, you know, late 80s. So you'd install the operating system to run off the floppy. You would install the start disk. The start disk would do a certain amount, and then download it to the hard drive. And then it would eject, and then you'd have to inject the start disk. And it'd go back and forth. You were flipping disks back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that'd be just for like Microsoft Word or something.
The guys just said one of my all-time favorite games, SimCity 2000. I have the original SimCity here too somewhere. I just want to see, is this a floppy disk game? I can't remember. Oh, you know what? I think this is in one of my CD. I got the box here, but not the CD, or it must have been on CD. You know what? The box should tell me. Yeah, SimCity 2000. SimCity I got addicted to, and then SimCity 2000. What a step up from that.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
No, this is saying it's 3.5-inch floppy, so I gotta find those somewhere. When you have 4 children and they play with all those games you had as a kid, the piles get distributed.
Yeah.
Oh, I love SimCity. Did you ever play SimCity?
I think so. It's been a while. What did we play that was similar? That game that you built little cities and had the fighting guys. We did that.
Oh,
a couple
Age of
years ago at
Empires?
PAX. Yeah, isn't that similar or no?
No, it's not. But that's a fun game. Age of
It's
Empires
not.
is a lot of fun.
Oh. Okay.
No,
Maybe
SimCity,
I'm
you're
not remembering
basically
how SimCity is.
you're a city manager. You zone areas. It was just such a blast. I think I got most of the SimCities. But one was very kludgy, but it was like innovative. Nobody had done something like that before that I had seen. And you know, that one of the first games I stayed up like way past my bedtime to play as an adult. You know,
Temperature critical.
Yeah.
just got sucked in. It's like I can turn my city around. I can provide water and electricity to my people. You're in Super Cruise.
Frameshift drive.
Warping. Hyperspace.
Hey, Commander BH21, good to see you.
Four, three, two, one.
I had a VIC-20. I actually have one here. I don't think I want to pick up the VIC-20 box. but we were middle class, so there was no disk drives in my future at 11 years old. But I did pick up one of these. This is what I live by. That is the cassette tape player for the VIC-20. And wow, what a trip down memory lane. I still have my original Commodore 64 though. Once I killed my VIC-20, I went to the Commodore 64. And until I got a car, that was like the big thing.
Sure.
Yeah, SimCity 3000
like...
was good too. I mean, there's so many different ones. SimCity 4, SimCity, just so much. Roller Coaster Tycoon, RCT. Good to see you too, BH21. Oh, you got to see what Ocelot just said.
Rainbow Six was the game that really got me into PC gaming. Yeah, I think Ocelot, I agree. When I played Vegas 2 first by some friends. We did co-op, and I thought it was very cool and all that. But boy, when I did the story alone, I was very impressed with the story. And then Gray here gave me a copy of the first one, and that was just awesome sauce. I had no idea the background of Vegas 1, and that really probably boosted me into a whole different dimension of 3D graphics and all that. And of course, I played it years after they came out, so it's behind the 8 ball big time.
I think Ocelot was talking about the original Rainbow Six. As much as we love Vegas.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
No. Vegas 1 and 2. We are both like huge fans of that game. We actually both have the new one, but we haven't played it since you killed yourself with the grenade. No, wait a minute. Jetty, our very good dear friend Jetty, dropped the grenade. Him and I ran away, and you ran to it again. The grenade was dropped. And we laughed for like 5 minutes. We're like, what's going on? We're like,
oh my.
We're like, you ran to the door, but we were running away from the door. And you're like, I don't know where these guys are going.
Oh, yeah, it's like, why are you leaving?
Oh.
And I just saw red.
Oh man, that makes me laugh. That was our funniest moment in Rainbow Six Siege. And then you never would play with us again.
No, that's not true.
I guess I should blame Jetty for that. I'm overheating. I'm taking internal damage. I'm not.
Yeah, it's funny actually. Mixer's real behind compared to YouTube today. That's kind of weird, huh? Usually it's the other way around.
Is yours behind? Because I'm going through Restream to get all 3.
Let's see.
MSN Gaming. Oh, I used to love MSN Gaming. That's what I used to play Jedi Knight on. Or, no, it was Gaming Zone. Microsoft Gaming Zone. That's what I used to play. I love the history. Like, there's a couple of guys who do a great job going back and talking about, like, older consoles and games. I love watching that.
I'll never forget my first, I was probably, I don't know, 8 years old. This is probably 69, 1971, somewhere around there, where my uncle gave me Pong. And I was like fascinated by that, you know. Yep. 2 paddles on this little brick. You hit a button to start it. Boop, 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 boop.
Pong was very cool. That was the first thing we had. We had a Tandy or Radio Shack version of Pong. It had 6 different games. Pong, squash. Then we got the Atari. And it was all downhill from there.
Yeah.
There's one thing I've done that I'm glad I have is held on to as many of the game boxes as I could, because they were just so expensive. It was like, my wife was a stay-at-home mom at the time. I had 3 little kids, You know, I was the breadwinner, and anytime I went out and bought a game, it was like, wow,
Frameshift drive charging.
I just spent a lot of money on this. I better hold on to it. I just keep overheating.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, you're probably beating me though, I bet, because I'm not that much.
34, what are you doing? Switch over to you.
I'll check. Oh my gosh, we're in the same system.
No way!
What do you know? Yeah, 34. Somehow
Is
we caught up
that
with each other.
funny?
Look at that.
That is hilarious.
Wow.
Where are you going?
It's probably, you know what it is? It's probably less choices as we get closer, right?
Or we get towards the middle.
Yeah, there you are, right ahead of me. Yeah, we're going to 298, right? D3 298?
Is that where I am now? Nope. Isn't that interesting?
Oh my gosh. We're just passing crossing pathways.
No, I
That
mean
means
I
I'm
am
just
in
caught up to
298.
you.
I am 298. Yes, you somehow caught up to me when I was going and grabbing all my old games. All right, so
Yeah. Oh, you jump faster.
TRS stands for Tandy Radio Shack? I never knew that.
Oh yeah, TRS. Right.
Frameshift drive
I
charging.
didn't know
Boy,
that.
that's a sad thing that they closed down. I used to have RS-80 computers in college, actually. Actually, my roommate did, come to think of it. We used to each play through a serial connection and battleship game. So it was kind of cool for the day.
We were at this, we used to have to go to Rock all the time before I became an instructor. Like you do now, like you still do.
Oh, there you are again. Sorry.
I'm not seeing you.
Fuel scooping.
Really? That's a ghost ahead of me?
Yeah, I'm not in that system. Yeah, definitely a different system. So anyways, we bought this
Wow.
game called NASCAR. The original NASCAR by Papyrus. And it allowed you to do either parallel port or serial port networking to do co-op.
Mm-hmm.
And there was three of us. We had our Rockwell guy and then me and Tom. And we were racing against each other. And, when you're racing multiplayer, it's like, well, who always hit who first? Because at some point, somebody's going to
Yeah.
hit somebody and cause them to lose. And so, but that original NASCAR had such great modeling. It's kind of like the Anaconda when it gets damaged. Like your car would actually, the hood would actually fly off, right? The wheels would fly off. I mean, it was unbelievable. And so we would go in slow motion, frame by frame on the replay to see whose fault it was.
Fuel scooping.
Wow.
And we were so
Now I
noisy.
show you again in front of me.
We were so noisy
This
arguing.
is so...
I think I'm one jump ahead of you. That other guy next door banged on the hotel wall, telling us to be quiet.
Wait.
But good times.
Yeah.
Drive charging.
I remember when Pole Position first came out. That was just fascinating, the detail when that came out.
Oh, it was.
Four, three, two, one.
Did you see on my feed how I could seem like you were there?
Yeah, I can. I could see myself in your scanner.
It's happened 3 times now.
I think
Not anymore now.
Okay.
Fuel scooping.
I think you were jumping in as I was jumping out. I've been flying the Asp Explorer. Ocelot's saying
Scooping complete.
he loves the Asp Explorer.
Frameshift drive charging.
I really like it. I wish I had one more slot in it. But it handles so well.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, well, it's a medium. Yeah.
Well, almost too well.
Very nice.
Like, I mean, it spins on a dime compared
Mhm.
to the Anaconda. But I do like that new Challenger.
4, 3, 2,
Federal drop ship. Yeah. Yeah. The Federal drop does take a lot of money, and it's heavy. It doesn't jump very far.
Yeah, it's an awesome ship. If it had a 50 light year jump range, it'd be like, that's the only ship I'd be using. So anybody have any games they're looking forward? We've talked about the old games back in the day, and which I could talk about all night. I could actually do a whole show just about old games because I have no shortage of them. Anyways,
Warning. Temperature critical.
really, guys, come on.
Drive charging.
What's wrong?
I'm just waiting for my ship to cool off.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh,
It's being wimpy. I think I'm gonna bypass the next star and like not fuel scoop because I'm full.
4, 3, 2.
But is anybody looking forward to anything? I'm looking forward to Anthem. Of course, No Man's Sky, the co-op, we already talked about that. That's coming out next week. So is Ready Player One. I think that's going to be my first UHD, because you guys know, greatergamer.com. I'm big into VR. I'm a big VR fan. Really enjoying VR. And even though Spielberg took out one of the best scenes in the book and put in a lousy scene from the 70s horror movie, I still think I still enjoy the movie. But in any case, what are you guys looking forward to picking up? I don't really have anything on the horizon except for Anthem. There's nothing this fall coming out. I used to do all the Battlefields and Call of Duties. I don't do those anymore. Have you seen any games out there you've been looking forward to getting there, Commander Macebyte, or you're in the same boat as I am?
yeah. I haven't. No, I wouldn't think so. No. That I can think of.
This is going to be great when we're in SLVs, because then I can bring, because you're always causing trouble, so I can bring your screen up on mine and share your viewpoint.
Oh, that's right. I have to pay my fine when I get there.
I forgot you had a fine. You do.
I think so. Yeah, $50 credit fine because I shot too early trying to get some minerals. I mean, seriously?
It was a no-fire zone, dude. You don't fire in a no-fire zone.
I was 8,500, kilometers away. I thought that was far enough, but I didn't look for no fire zone indication. But it was one of those double cobbles. It had like 2 big warts on it, so I got a lot of minerals.
Ocelot, do you have No Man's Sky on PC? That's where we got it, just because it was on sale, so cheap. Cheap. Yeah, it actually sounds more like something I would do. Something you would do. Sounds very rash, like a very rash thing that was done.
Well, it was after we played, so I was tired and probably not that sharp.
Yeah, Chozo, I can recommend, I thought, especially if you're just going to rent it, I would definitely, if you're into VR, I thought it was, there's a lot of 80s nostalgia, there's a lot in the movie, not as much as the book. Spielberg was trying to broaden the audience, which in some ways worked. In some ways I didn't think it worked, but in many ways it did. But it really, I would love to have a game like that, a VR game like that, that's your portal into all these other games that are out there.
Look at my feed, it looks like you're ahead of me again.
Yeah, it does.
Funny?
I just left the system. Let me show.
It says
everybody.
contact lost. Oh, so maybe you really are there.
Yeah, I can see it. Everybody can see it now, right at the top of your scanner.
I mean, it wouldn't say contact lost if you didn't really disappear, so you must be just fractions jumping ahead of me.
I think I'm going to wait a little while, see if you jump to the same system. You're going to 1520?
Yes.
I'm in 1520.
Yeah, isn't that funny? So it's like a saying that, the jump range, or the systems, well, unless it reset, unless my original 10 fake tons came back, but I thought I reset it to 0 manually.
Frameshift drive charging.
So they've been talking about Red Dead. I played Red Dead Redemption, the first game. Red Dead Redemption, not Red Dead Revolver. I did not play that. Red Dead Redemption I played all the way through. And it was a gorgeous, beautiful game. You know, a lot of games you get in a few levels and you move on to something else. I finished that entire game. I thought it was beautiful. I love that you had the option of being the good guy. Because I picked to be the good guy. And phenomenal game. You could just like ride your horse out into the sunset, you know what I mean? And but I won't be picking up 2, and I know a lot of people will, a lot of my friends will. I'm not going to have the time for it, but I expect it to be one of the best-selling games this year because 1 was just so phenomenally good. And it's Rockstar, and they usually sell super, super well. Chose said about Shenmue 1 and 2. I actually have the original Shenmue on the Dreamcast. I put like 4 or 5 hours into it when it first came out, but after a while I was kind of like, I felt like it was missed. Like I didn't know what to do next. So I never finished Shenmue. But I'll tell you what, on the Dreamcast... Good? Am I there? I just left.
Yeah, you just jumped out. Sorry.
No, please. Yeah, I still have my Shenmue for Dreamcast. It was a phenomenally great looking game on the Dreamcast. Ocelot wants to know, are we there yet?
No, we're here, not there.
He didn't say that, but I thought that was funnier. 23.
Yep, and I just got the indication you're jumping. I'm really, like, right on your tail.
Yeah, I'm still insisting I see your triangle. Now I'm going. So what do we have new coming for Elite? We have the Q3 update, which is another small update, like the one we just got, which I gotta say for free, we got a new ship that was really good. Well, the crate's pretty cool too. More of a multi-role ship for me. I didn't have a good luck with it. I know some people do, but I didn't have good luck with the crate in combat. The Challenger I did. But yeah, for a free update, it was great.
It really was. I mean, just to have something different, you know?
Yeah.
None of them are my favorite ship, but they're certainly fun.
Absolutely.
Now, the Type 10's another story. That is perfect for what it's made for.
I just gotta put some Guardian weapons on mine. And after that little update, we're supposed to get a huge update in the fall, or in the winter rather, probably around holiday season. And that update's going to have like a codex, which is kind of like an encyclopedia for lack of a better analogy, in-game. And that tracks all the progress that you've made. And some really great stuff for exploration in addition to that. New types of mining, right? So it's supposed to, the mining is supposed to, it's actually supposed to be able to crack an asteroid in half.
Wow.
If you want to. And then carriers, fleet carriers. So don't know the rules behind that yet. And I know there's a lot of other stuff too that they haven't talked about and that I'm actually forgetting about. But yeah, they have a what do they call it? Squadrons. That's what I'm looking for. Squadrons.
Yeah, right.
You can have everybody join a squadron and not have to, worry about the 4-player limitation of the wing. So hopefully you can still see your squadron mates in the map, because that's one of the hardest things we've had, is trying to find, if we have 2 wings, how do we find each other?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Are you going to remap with 0 tons? Or did you already do that?
I was checking to see if it did. I already did, so I don't know why we're jumping together. But it'll be fun, that way. I just don't know why. I wonder if I actually have to select something else this time, even though it's done it to me other times. Here you are. Yeah, you're right ahead of me again. I don't know how you get so much fuel so quickly enough to jump. You really got it down.
Fuel scooping complete.
I'm full again.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think the trick is you got to jump right before the star goes from red to yellow. That kind of gives you the best jump, but of course I'm hitting it a little too early. And that's why I keep overheating, which is getting annoying. But I'm still at 100% hull. So are you.
Oh yeah, it won't hurt your hull. It just kills the modules, and sometimes they knock out and then come back.
Let's see if we have any module damage. We're almost there. We're getting close. We don't want to take any chances here.
Well, they work until they're not 1%, right? So that's what's cool about it.
See, I don't know. I take care of my modules. Unlike some people, I never let them get that low.
Oh man, you really got to write children's fiction or something.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, so my cargo hatch is at 75%, and it says it's not working.
My docking computer's at 44%.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And then it just flipped. I couldn't read the rest. I'll have to read the rest next
Yeah,
time.
same thing happened to me. Oh. BH21 is saying when he takes his Anaconda out, he's getting concerned because the rebuy is over 15 mil.
Yeah. Yeah, don't give it away.
Fuel scooping.
So that's why you gotta go. That's why you gotta go over to Robigo. And
Rack up
with
the
some,
bank.
yeah, with some business cabins, you'll be making 15 million every 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
Frameshift drive charging.
Robigo to Cirrus Atmospherics. Every about 16 minutes you'll make, when you first get there, maybe $1 million or $2 per trip. But after a while, you're making 15, 20. I was making, right before we went to do the Guardian things, I was making 22 million every 17 minutes, 16 minutes. My Anaconda.
And it goes up after the first half hour too. That's what's nice, you know. Like it seems like it starts, you know, giving you better rewards.
I had it go down for a while. I mean.
Yep.
That's how I became elite on the PC. That's how I finished it off.
Oh, cool. Dual suns.
Whoops. There was a question there. I missed it. Red had a question.
Frameshift drive charging.
17 to go. Anyone plays Elite on console willing to purchase future updates out of Q4? If all the console bugs don't get fixed by then. That's a good point.
4, 3,
If the SRV crash is still there, I won't be buying whatever comes out. They have a good record of fixing bugs. It sometimes just takes longer than, you know. Oh, you're right next to me.
fuel
I
scooping.
heard you fly by.
Oh,
They just
yeah. I don't
usually,
know how, but we're definitely in sync,
yeah.
which is fine.
Fuel scoop.
It's intent, anyways.
I wish they would even just.
We've done very well. To only be 16 jumps, that means we'll get there before 9:30.
Yeah. Well, it should only take us 90 minutes, right? My formula of 1 minute per jump.
True. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think you shaved that down 10 seconds somehow.
But yeah, I really hope they fix the SRV bug because, well, that's really one of the reasons we're putting the game down on Wednesday nights and going to go do Destiny and maybe No Man's Sky after that. Is because I think it was February when version 3.0 came out.
Fuel
The
scooping.
bug's been in there since then. And again, they didn't mention that it was addressed in any of the newer patches, so. We reported it, we sent them links to it, we did all the right things that a customer should do, so. There's probably just some reason they just can't get to it right now.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Well, at the convention we went to a couple months ago, they said we haven't seen anything yet for updates.
Yeah, I know.
So my hope is that that's what they said repeatedly. So
That was
especially
Brett.
Ed, so
Well, you heard that from
oh,
Ed?
Brett said that.
I heard that
Yeah,
from
Ed
Brett.
said that to me. Oh, okay.
Well,
So
we
with
will
that in
see.
mind, it's like, holy cow, you know, that's.
We will see.
Oh, now I lost you.
It's a very fun game to play. Maybe not these mega jump nights where we're just jumping for, 80 or 90 jumps, but I had a blast on Sunday night doing the SIV thing.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking maybe in a few weeks, maybe I said this already, we could all only have like whatever we could do to have the best Cobras, and we all have Cobras and go into the red zone, and do combat. I thought that would be fun just to see a weaker ship, the chaos that would happen.
Cobra. I love the Cobra. It's not a military ship. There's no military compartments.
That's true. Well, if you like the Viper 4 better, it's just kind of a fun ship.
Yeah. Hey, I would be all up for that. Should propose that to the other guys for a coming show.
Yeah. By the way, now Spies already did these Guardian weapons. I didn't see any quickly looking, anyways. That these, what is it? The blueprint for weapons you're talking about? For what? The cannons?
Well, there's a bunch of different weapons. The Gauss cannons, the Guardian Gauss cannons, I heard on laid the smack down on the Thargoid. That's what I heard.
Oh, for Thargoids.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how well they work on other things. I haven't, like you, I work all day and I play games a couple times a week. But
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I believe the guy who took out the Thargoid with the is it Adder? I think he was. I think he did it with those Gauss cannons, Guardian Gauss cannons. Oh,
Okay.
you're actually ahead of me.
Well, that's
Drive charging.
interesting.
Oops, I'm missing what the guys are saying. Oh, BH1 is BH21 is saying, hey, it's not the money. I got over $1 billion. It's the principal. And the AI
Oh,
cheese.
okay.
It's like I don't want to have to pay for a rebuy. I get that. That's why I can't do ship transfers. I'm like 5 million. I'm like, forget it. Just leave it there.
Fuel scooping.
Excuse me.
Yeah. With all the greatness of the game in its entirety, there are a few little, sour grapes or whatever you call it.
Yeah, you can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. Has there's as many opinions as there are people in the world. 7.6, I think. 7.6 billion people.
Is that what it is now? Yeah, I'm with you. I would say 1% of cost for insurance. That would be still pretty hefty, Like I think my Xbox One and Vet is the most expensive with all the armor and the other goodies, and I think that's like 900 million. And that's just to sell it. It's probably more than that if you buy it all. And it's all the young purchase stuff, so it's 15% off.
10 jumps, buddy. Only 10 jumps to go, and we will be in Colonia.
Awesome sauce.
A 12
That's
show
bad.
goal will be completed. Like this is our own 12-step program. Ocelot was asking, do you think they're going to charge for future updates? They're supposed to have some content we can buy this year that Lifetime Pass members will get for free. There's been no word on it, though. And I have a feeling that, it might not come out to the fourth quarter. You know? I think if their choice was come out with some content people could buy versus fix bugs, I think they may lean towards fixing bugs, but I don't know. It's July, though, and they haven't given us any idea what they're going to let us buy. And then they did say they were working on stuff. They had big plans beyond 2018.
Yeah.
They did say that. So I think the assumption is that there will be a new something to buy for Elite Dangerous in 2019. But, they've been very cagey on that. They haven't said anything about it. I did read the other day, though, that David Braben said that this has been the best year for Elite Dangerous. It's year 4 for the game, and this has been the best game. Best year for the game. See if I can say that correctly.
You mean most purchases, or what do you mean by that?
He didn't say. But the guys at Frontier made me think that sales-wise, whether it be DLC like paint jobs or, just new people buying the game, that this has been the best year.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, if we go back 2 years, it's hard for me to believe we didn't have some of the stuff we have now. Like module storage. You could not store your modules.
Yeah, sure.
You bought something that was stuck in your ship forever unless you sold it. Now, especially for a commander beginning, if he buys an advanced discovery scanner, he can take it out of his ship and put it in his next ship. That's $1.5 million. When you're starting out, that's a lot of money.
And frameshift drives, you get one engineered up, and the 5A and 6A is the most popular. You just have a couple of those, and that's all you need for all sorts of ships. That's just great.
I mean, the list of what they've added in the last 2 years is just after Horizons. I mean, Horizons in itself, just being able to drive in the planar surfaces is so much fun. Yeah, Elite's different from Star Citizen in the fact that Star Citizen, they're trying to do everything at once. They already have more ships than Elite Dangerous.
Really?
They have a first-person mode. You can walk around. They have life on planets, but it's alpha, right? It's like they're trying to do everything all at once.
Alpha?
Yeah, it's not beta. It's alpha.
Yep. Okay.
So, I mean, I own it. It's a gorgeous-looking game, but I don't think the game. For me, the game loops aren't there yet, and it's kind of slow, laggy. So we're waiting for the object streaming, which I don't know if that comes out. That should come out later this year, I think. And that's where it should get really fast and not be, laggy. You want the game to be responsive, when you're playing it. We're getting really close. 6 jumps, and Commander Macebyte is in front of me again. Yeah, I never. Jeff is talking about the Ass Explorer. In the dropship. I never really liked the dropship. Or maybe I didn't give it its fair due.
Oh, I almost hit a twin. Jeepers. Whoa. I'm overheating.
Oh, yeah.
Jeepers.
I just came into what you just went through.
Oh my gosh, I just literally landed in between 2 suns. I know I'm taking heat damage. I've never seen it over 160 before. Holy crap. Alright, that took damage. Watch this, I'll be manually docking this big pig.
That's where you drop out, right between those 2 stars.
Right in between. I haven't been quite that close before. I almost bounced off one, and then I turn and I'm into the other one. Oh my goodness, what's my docking computer now? That's alright. I've done it many times in those rescue missions inside those burning up stations. Just joking. Those are fun too. I never forget when they first did those. There's a patch for you when they made those new, stations being attacked and you rescue passengers inside the burning station.
That was
That's really a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I
I've
think
done it at least 3 times since we did.
I think they missed an opportunity there because they should have had like a rescue rank.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
you rescue 100 people, you get like a badge. You rescue 1,000, you get another badge. People would have loved to do that. And then every week they could have thrown like a little curveball in, maybe this week it's harder to land because this damage has more jets that are burning. And then the next week it could have been, well, now you have to dodge. There's a lot of wreckage in the front of the station you have to dodge. I think it was really cool, but I think they missed an opportunity with it to make it something that you could do a lot and really have some fun. Have it be a little different every week and get a badge. A badge for being a rescuer, or even if you were delivering supplies that they needed to rebuild.
Well, I hear you. Like when I was showing you the what are they, unidentified signals, and some of them were just stress calls. It was pretty cool to go in to either defend them, or they had no fuel, and then you shoot a fuel pod, and and they get filled up. But they wouldn't even say thank you. They'd just take off. And you'd almost think you'd get a reward for rescued, stranded ship or whatever.
Absolutely. And that might be something fun to do, is try to be search and rescue one week.
Yeah, sure.
Wing up and do search and rescue.
I think we found them far out in Seoul, way out past that one of the last planets, Pluto or whatever. I think we found quite a few of them actually back there. Now in a Civil War territory or a system, we'd probably find a lot of them being shot at, and then we rescue them. But some of them are just out of fuel. Oh, there you are again. I cannot believe that we're following each other now.
I know. They
so
split
cool.
us up. 2 jumps left. 2 jumps. We can do this.
All right, let's cook the ship. My ducking crew's down to 29%. We'll see if I can finish it off.
He's going to beat me on this jump. This is it. We're almost there. Weeks of preparation.
Colonia.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Looks like you're going to be the first one there. Hey, wait a minute. Don't
Not
jump.
much. Fractions. Oh. Oh.
I was just teasing you. See
I
if
tried.
I can get you.
I actually slipped off and hit above the bumper instead of the Y.
Oh,
Crap.
man. Because I was just teasing you to get you not to do it.
Okay. I'll wait for you to scan, though. How's that?
Thank you. I'm here. Here we are.
1, 2, 3, scanning. And then,
Hey, we get an
hey,
achievement.
we got our...
Visited Colonia. I gotta go back and look at the percentage of that. It was pretty low.
Alright, so where's our station? Oh, hey,
Going to
there's no one
Jaques?
there.
Jaques is the one that
that's
got...
not the one that...
Jaques is the one that got... I thought I just selected the station. Why isn't
What's
it?
that?
Jaques. I literally selected it and it didn't select it.
Why is Jaques not so familiar? Huh.
Jacques.
I don't get it.
Jaques. We're here, everybody. This is it. We're coming in.
Wow.
We
Coming
did
in
it.
Colonia.
We jumped, was it 20? 21,000? light years?
Yeah, it's like almost not quite 22, like 20, 21,300 or something. We could plot Sol or something in it. Oh, it's a bright
We're
sun.
here.
Look at that.
You definitely have more stars than I do. Oh no, I just have to look that way. I see a lot of stars.
Yeah, it depends where you look. Yeah, that's probably Sagittarius A, where I'm heading Macebyte too.
Supermassive black hole. Here we come. This is it. The moment we've been working for 12 weeks.
Black hole. What black hole?
You know, next time we get together, we're watching Cosmos.
Sure.
I mean, it's from the 80s, but we need to have like this foundation that we can both work off of.
It's probably just my bad memory. Oh great, there's 3 wanted guys right here. Wonderful.
I'm going to turn you in as soon as I get in there. Him! It was him!
I gotta pay my fine. This has got that red little character on the station too. Oh no, it doesn't.
I love the music. I know you guys know I got the soundtrack. I really dig this type of music. The Jaques. Here we come. We're coming in. Coming in hot.
I just realized, because we gave up our cartographs the whole trip, we won't be instantly allied here.
I bet you we will. Well, we'll see. We got a lot of carts.
When I did it, I did like 28, I think I was 12 million when I turned them in. When I just came up here with a Diamondback. It doesn't matter. It's not like we'll stay here long in a lot of missions.
Docking request granted.
Here it is, folks. In fact, I'll go full. Here it is. TGS Voyagers pulling into Jaques Station. The beautiful classical music from the Blue Damn You. From 2001, Space Odyssey. Da, 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 da. What? You don't like my singing? Everybody's a creep.
No, very amusing.
Whoa. Are you going to try to beat me? Because I'm on docking computer. Wow. This place is busy. Lucky I'm a king because
It
I
said
get
waiting
first.
queue, I just kind of went.
Jaques Station. This is it.
Right behind you, bud.
I can't get it to put me. I can get the external
You what?
camera to go in the right spot. I just want to climb.
Are you auto docking or manual?
I'm in. I'm coming down.
Oh, I see you. I was just curious. Yeah, I might be right next to you.
Mission accomplished. Let's take a look at Command and Macebyte coming in. Are you right behind me? Oh, you're to
I'm
my
to your left. Right to your left. Isn't that awesome?
All right, well let's turn it in.
Do a picture.
We need to do a picture. First, let's do what we got to do. Can you pay your fine?
All right.
I'm curious if you can pay your fine.
It looks like I'm not locked out on this one. So they're, even though those are colonial-based stations.
I want you to do.
Yes, I can though.
Okay, good.
There
I want
it
you to
is.
do yours first, because there is a the first guy to turn stuff in gets a little bonus. So if you'll do your
All
cards.
right, thank you.
Well, I can't remember. We were supposed to switch back and forth, and I just don't remember if we have. So
Okay. All right, so I get 50 million 0.3. Let's see how much it
Look at
is.
the stars. Look at all the stars. I have 1.8 on my first page. You have 1.4.
1.6 or 4.
Let me put you back up on the screen here.
Oh, first discovered. That must be the earlier list then.
So I'm going to go ahead and do mine now. Blah, blah, blah. That's all I see on your screen.
That is way too funny.
Blah, 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 grew, blah, blah. So I didn't get any
That
first
really is
discovered.
too funny.
That's interesting.
Incoming message.
1.6 is the next one. Next one.
Did you sell your carts last week?
Oh, I thought so.
Because I didn't get any first discoveries. You did.
Could I? Wait a minute. No. Yeah, because we landed, we did that. Then I went out in the SRV after you signed off and did that find. So
That's not what I wanted.
I don't know.
All right.
1.5 again.
You're going on the third page?
Yeah. And then a little bit in the fourth.
Really? You had a lot more pages
So-
than I did. I don't think
So
you
only
did
5
yours
million,
last
though.
week.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? The last station we were at was not the one
You
that I
couldn't
did the
because
SRV. You're right. It was
you
the one
couldn't.
before.
Yes, you couldn't because you were in
Yep.
trouble. That's
Yep,
right.
you're right.
So we did Universal Cartographics. I have nothing here. Oh, Interstellar Factors. That's great. Nothing to do there, though.
Are you going to repaint or are you going to keep it?
I'm keeping my paint, but I do want to do my... And then let's go outside in front of the
Take a-
station and take a picture before we call it mission accomplished. Paint,
Okay.
53%.
Oops.
What kind of missions do they have out
Oh, wow,
there?
mine said 80. That's weird.
I think you repaired yours along the way.
Yeah, I probably did. Yeah.
Assassinate. Lots of money for assassinate. Oh, two. Let's see how much it would cost to transfer a ship out here. Let's see here.
Oh, yeah, good idea. Let's see.
Let's see. I want to transfer... Well, Viper Mark IV is 10 million. I sold my Python. Type 6 is 5 million. That's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah,
if-
but watch. Go to sell it. It's 4 million of value. So that's what I was telling you the other day is when I was in Colonia way back when and I wanted to bring my Python over here, it seemed like 1.2, 1.3 for, times the cost of the value of it by the time you're out here.
That's true. That's true. You could just probably buy a new ship here for much less. I mean, I know there's a...
Yeah.
I know they're expensive out here, but not that expensive.
Well, yeah. I mean, I bought
50%
an
more?
ASP when I was here. I think 30 to 40. Oh, here's a crate.
That's great. There's a crate. All right, let's go outside the station and take a picture. Right in front of the Colonia thing.
Okay. And not all the weapons are available here. I think I went to Rat Tail, which is 1 or 2 systems over. And that had more stuff too.
We did it.
I was probably there like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Yeah, we did, buddy. We did.
Released. Engines engaged.
Oh, forgot the cold ones that were on ice for us.
Oh, good night, also. Sorry?
Landing gear retracted.
We have to go back in and get our the cold ones Jedi put on ice for us.
Oh,
we,
yeah.
We don't have to do that now.
Watch out for that little ship.
Look at them. They're just like crazy out here.
Cut right in front of you. It's a busy station. You're upside down.
I want to get a
I know,
picture
there's no upside
right
down in
next,
space.
right next to the station here.
Okay, I'll try not to hit you.
Get the external camera out. Just wait for it
Boy,
to
that's
come
a beautiful... My viewpoint shows a beautiful ringed planet right behind you.
Yeah,
Wow,
pull up on
that's
the
nice.
side of
Do you
me
see my
there.
feed?
Yes, yeah, matter of
A
fact, I'll show
side,
you a feed.
okay.
That is a beautiful feed. But I thought if we were both pointing towards the name
All right.
of the station, like we've just arrived. You know what, though? We need to move over because of the lighting.
Okay. All right.
Whoa, Nelly. Setting up the pick. All right.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
Just so the ships are in the sun. So if you can pull up on the side of me, we'll get this. And then it'll be mission accomplished.
All right.
I want to thank everybody who, hung out with us for these 12 episodes. As we made the money, the credits, and did the upgrading and the engineering and a lot of jumping. But we did something that not a lot of people do. We flew all the way out to Jaques Station in Colonia. And, having you guys along with us made the ride a lot better. I mean, like the time tonight just kind of went nowhere because we were talking about old games, new games, elites, and other games like Elite. We just talked about pretty much everything. And, you guys just made the trip so much better. So thank you all. Thank you all very much. And so you're going to post trip thoughts there, Commander Macebyte, as you're trying to fly into position?
I'm having a little trouble learning.
I need you to turn just turn a little clockwise. Yep, that's good. And then up a little bit. All right, right there, stop. Now go laterally up. Yeah, that's good. That's good right there. Whoops, yeah, that's good. That's going to be a great pick. So any final thoughts here on our trip?
No, I just same thing. It's so great to have our fans, logging on, giving comments, giving advice. Love it, just love it. So
Well, I want to call them our
joining.
fans. We're not rock stars. They're our friends.
Our friends. Okay, sorry.
You need to back up. You need to back up. You're drifting, or am I drifting? Maybe. It's
I don't know. I'm at 0, and I kept on changing.
Oh no,
to
it's
you.
me.
I don't
It
know
was
why.
me. No, it was me.
Oh, okay. Back up.
No. Stay where you are. So, let's see. What are our plans? Sunday, we'll be playing on the PC, same time, same channel. Elite Dangerous. We were going to do Guardians, but like we did last week. But I don't know. So, and then Wednesday, of course, next Wednesday we're going to do Destiny 2 Warm Mind DLC on Xbox. And I asked one of my good old friends to join us if he's available. That'll be great. Keep a track on the Discord if you guys want to know what we're up to. If you go to thegamersshow.com, get over there and switch it over here, you'll see the link to Discord right here. And you can actually just type in thegamersshow.com/Discord and it'll take you there. But if you guys want to keep up with us and talk to us when we're not streaming, you can do that as well. But with that, I think we're ready to sign off. Thank you, everybody, again, for your comments, for watching. Again, if you're watching this after the fact, please feel free to comment on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer, because I try to check all of those 3 or 4 times a week. So we love to talk to you guys, even if you can't catch us live. But with that, any final words there, Commander Macebyte?
No, just as before. Thanks so much for joining us. Love to have you on board with our quest, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks.
Well, with that, Commanders, I'm Elite Commander Greylock signing off. Until next time, peace.